Okay, so this is the Amc 12A 2008 problem 25. A sequence a1, b1, a2, b2 of points in the coordinate system satisfies a sub n plus 1, comma b sub n plus 1 equals the square root of 3 times a sub n minus b sub n, comma the square root of 3 times b sub n plus a sub n, for n equals 1, 2, 3, etc. Suppose a sub 100, comma b sub 100 equals 2, comma 4. What is a sub 1 plus b sub 1? Okay, so some of you might immediately recognize this as a matrix. So if you don't know what that is, it's basically a system of equations with vectors. So instead of writing these as points, we can write them as a vector extending from the origin going to that point. So for example, if we had a point here, we can write this as a vector going to this point. And the way we denote this is something like this. Okay, and we can rewrite this recursive formula as a matrix. So the vector a sub n plus 1, b sub n plus 1 is equal to the matrix. We have root 3 times a sub n, so this will go in the top left, minus b sub n, so that's negative 1. And this is b sub n, so this would go here, and a sub n is 1. And then this is also multiplied by the preceding term. And let's just look at this for a second. If those of you who are familiar with the rotation matrix might see this. So the rotation matrix is basically, it's going to be cos theta, negative sine theta, and sine theta. Basically what the rotation matrix does is if you multiply it by a vector, it will rotate this vector by theta degrees counterclockwise. This doesn't match any of the trig values, but what we can do is divide it by 2, because scalars multiply into matrices. So if we factor 2 out, this is the same as 2 times the matrix root 3 over 2, 1/2, negative root 3 over 2, negative 1/2, and root 3 over 2. Okay. And you can probably immediately see it. This is going to be theta is 30 degrees, because, cos 30 degrees is root 3 over 2, negative sine 30 degrees is negative 1/2, etc. Okay, so what does this this entire thing mean? Well, basically what we're doing is we're multiplying the preceding term by this to get to the next term. And what we're doing is we're rotating it by 30 degrees counterclockwise each time, and we're multiplying the magnitude, also known as the norm, by 2, by a factor of 2. So what this would look like graphically is, let's say we have a vector here, to get, and let's say this is a sub n, b sub n. To get to a sub n plus 1, b sub n plus 1, we would multiply, first we would rotate it by 30 degrees, so about here, and then we would multiply the magnitude by a factor of 2, and then this would give us the next term. How many times do we have to do this operation to get to a sub 100, b sub 100? That's 99 times. Because each operation gets you one more. He adds one to these numbers. So for example, one operation would get you to a sub 2, b sub 2. A second one would get you to a sub 3, b sub 3, and etc. until you get to this last term, which is going to be 99 operations. And what does this mean? This means that we have to rotate this vector, the original one, or sorry, no, we have to rotate this original vector, which is the first term, by 30 degrees 99 times, and we also have to multiply it. We have to multiply the magnitude by a factor of 2 99 times. So we can just take care of those two distinct parts separately. The magnitude is, we're multiplying by a factor of 2 99 times, so that's going to be 2 to the 99th. And we're going to rotate it by 30 degrees 99 times. So that's going to be 30 times 99 is 27, 297. And since when we're rotating it, once you go around in a full circle, you get to the same point, 0 degrees. So we can actually just take this mod 360. And this should be 8 to 880. And we're left with the remainder of 90 degrees. So essentially what we're doing actually is just rotating the point 90 degrees counterclockwise. Okay, so let's just summarize. To get to the point a sub 1, b sub 1, to the point, the last point, which is a sub 100, a sub 100, b sub 100, which is 2 comma 4, we're going to multiply the magnitude by 2 to the 99th and rotate counterclockwise by 90 degrees. So we can just undo these two operations to work backwards. So first, let's rotate it clockwise by 90 degrees to undo this operation. A clockwise rotation by 90 degrees maps the point to maps the point xy to y negative x. So 2, 4 would go to 4, negative 2. And then we have to divide the magnitude by 2 to the 99th. So we take this point, divide each component by 2 to the 99th. So 4, I'll just write it here, 4, negative 2, 4 divided by 2 to the 99th, and comma negative 2 divided by 2 to the 99th. This is equal to 1 over 2 to the 97th, comma negative 1 over 2 to the 98th. And the question is asking us for the sum of these two terms. So this is, I'll just move it down again. 1 over 2 to the 97th minus 1 over 2 to the 98th. This we can just multiply the top and bottom by 2 here. So that gets us 2 over 2 to the 98th minus 1 over 2 to the 98th, which is 1 over 2 to the 98th. Okay, and that's going to be our answer, which is answer choice D. Thanks for watching. Leave any comments about which problems you want to see next.